Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Carter Gowan, and today we have a special unboxing of the Animal Adventures RPG starter set. It is a very simple set. It's actually designed for 13 years old and up, for children 13 years old and up, which I find kind of strange because the introduction to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which we've already done a beginner box unboxing for, was 7 and up, and that was 25 odd years ago. So I find this strange being 13 and up, but this has some unique things which I find quite interesting. You can follow us on all the bits and pieces on Twitch, YouTube, and on Twitter with GoblinKTV. Like, subscribe, all the bits and pieces. Leave comments down below. What do you play? What are you finding insightful? All those things. But let's do this. Let's jump in. So this is a nice thick box. It has spaces in it, which is a pet peeve of mine, but it's a nice thick box, about the same as all the others on the market. And we jump straight into a map. It's a high quality map. It folds out 3 times. It is double-sided as well. Oops. For example, it is not a map which you're going to be using your magic markers on. That's going to be a little bit of an issue if you're looking for magic markers, but this is a game which doesn't use magic markers. It does use minis. So we have a rule book. It is a bit smaller than you would expect. This is not just the rule book, this is the rule book and the adventures. So the rules itself is only 7 pages, 8 or so pages in total. That's it. And it's interspersed with very pretty pictures and very cuteness. I would say this is not for 13-year-olds. I would say 13-year-olds would not be this cute. I would say definitely 7 to up. But it's a nice little book. It's really simple and easy to read and easy to reference, and it's got some of the characters on the back as well, but it's a little bit smaller than you'd find for your normal A4 page. On top of that, you've got your characters. I'll just get these out quickly. There you go. So you've got 7 characters. Usually you'd only get 4 characters for this type of thing. Even the 5th edition starter set only gave you a few. Like this has a lot more. So all the characters have a simple card. It's double-sided, nice quality print, and it's got a lot of information in a small amount. Like it's only the real information that you need in these little things here. So you got fighters, warlocks, sorcerers, bards, rogue, paladin, and cleric. So if those sound familiar, this is a game system that's based around 5th edition. Very loosely based around 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. It's a very more simplistic version of that. So, what's more in the box? You actually get a GM screen. Yay! We so sorely rarely find these in beginner boxes. And this GM screen has things which are usually different. This has just what you need in this scenario for this box, which is even better. It even has all the player's abilities and stats, so you can quick reference instead of asking your player what do you have for that. It's all there in a quick reference. Has your monsters, has your tokens, all the bits and pieces, all there in a really small, cute GM screen. Under that, you have pawns and tokens, which again, you don't get to find in many of these beginner boxes. So it's a nice little pawn, heavy cardstock, really nice. Now we have some spacer. So we have dice. They are custom dice. They are very easy to read, unlike most custom dice. They've got big paw print for the maximum number on each dice, but they're really nice, easy to read. And you have minis. Not just that, apparently this one here is a custom mini. So it's like an exclusive mini. Exclusive figure, but having minis is something that box sets and beginner boxes, etc., they don't have anymore. They used to be a thing. It is very rare to find them. Again, the introduction to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, it came with minis, and that was a big selling point. Actually, the big selling point I think was the audio CD, but it's nice to have that. It's a nice set. Whoever thought of this thought of the packaging well. As much as I really hate spaces, the space is actually in here for the dice and for your minis, and everything else fits into this Everything else fits into that quite nicely, all except that damn map. So my thoughts on this one: it's a great package. It's a great starter set for starting. If you have children or if you have family which are not into Dungeons and Dragons or not into role playing, but are curious and interested in doing it, especially if they're young, this is the product that you're looking for. Yes, it's based off Dungeons and Dragons, but it's based off the most simplistic version of that 5th edition rules, and it is an easy one to jump in, and it's very cutesy and whatnot. And playing animals is kind of a nice little flip of the concepts of like the whole Dungeons and Dragons thing. So that's my thoughts on this one. I'm going to head off. Thanks for all that. Always remember, failing forward is often the most fun option out there.